Hi my loves, thanks for returning. As you know by the thumbnail, this video is going to be on some of my favorite foundations that actually look like skin. So if you're interested in hearing a little bit about these foundations that actually look like skin, then just keep watching. So before I really get into talking about the foundations, I feel as though there is a bit of a caveat that I need to discuss. But it is in my opinion that skincare and skin prep is essential when obtaining a natural appearance. I did a video sometime back on skincare and how to come up with a skincare routine designed for you. I'll leave a card up above so you can check it out. But if your skin is not well prepped and well taken care of, it is possible that you can get the cakey like look or just the unnatural look of a thick foundation applied to your face. For example, it's important to exfoliate and get all of the dead skin off. It's important to moisturize. It's important to pick a serum that is appropriate for your skin type. Also, primers can be important when using some of these foundations. So I just thought that I would go ahead and throw that out there because sometimes you might have some people try the foundation and it doesn't necessarily work for them. And you know, everybody's different. Everyone has different skin types. But if you don't have the proper skin prep and skincare routine, you more than likely will not get that skin-like or natural appearance. Also, if you pick a foundation that is heavy or is not oil-free, those foundations tend to not give you that skin-like or natural appearance. So those are pretty much the steps that I take before using these foundations. And in taking those steps, along with the formula of the foundation, I have been able to achieve a skin-like natural appearance. So let's get into these foundations. All right, so the first one that I want to talk about is a very popular brand that is known to have foundations that are going to leave you with a skin-like natural appearance. It's going to be weightless, not heavy on the skin. It's going to be healthy. It's going to have some healthy ingredients, and that would be the Bobbi Brown Stick Foundation. And it just comes in a stick like this. And I've used quite a bit of mine. Okay, so you get about that much. Okay, so you get about that much, maybe a little more. And the shade that I am in is 6.25. And this foundation starts off sheer, but it is buildable. This is the type of foundation that I like to wear when I'm wanting to go out of the door quickly. And I want to have a even skin tone, but at the same time, I want it to be very natural. So during that time, I apply one layer. I do probably 2 lines up here, 2 right here, 2 right here, and of course on the other side. And then I will smooth it out with my Sephora 56 foundation brush, and it gives the most beautiful coverage. Now during the winter, when it's cold, I don't set it. And if you don't set it, you're going to have a bit of a dewy look. I don't want to say dewy, maybe a satin look. And this foundation boasts several things. Let me just tell you really fast. It says that it's formulated with a blend of emollients like olive extract and shea butter. It says this foundation is ideal for all skin types and is a versatile formula with adjustable sheer to full coverage. Skin Foundation Stick is a cult favorite that's available in an array of shades to match 30 skin tones. So that's something awesome as well. And Bobbi Brown is really known for that, having foundations that come in a wide range of shades. This would be #1 on my list. So this next one would be by Pure. This is their 4-in-1 liquid 14-hour wear foundation. It has an SPF of 15. And the way that I like to apply this foundation is with a sponge. I do 1 layer, okay? I don't get into applying multiple layers, and I feel as though for me and my acne scarring, this covers it up really well. It does, the scarring and the marks do peep through a little bit, but considering that I only use 1 application when using this foundation, I would say that's pretty good. This foundation does boast quite a few things. It says that it's lightweight, oil-free, dermatologist tested. It offers all day true color that won't budge, rub off, or fade. It's enriched with age-defying pre-retin complex. This foundation revelation draws vital moisture to the skin for a look so flawless fresh you might forget you're wearing makeup. Another good thing about this foundation is that it does not have parabens. I know that some folks that watch me are concerned about that. Now, I just want to throw it out there that the FDA did approve paraben safe, but even with that, I just wanted to make note that this foundation is paraben free. This foundation does come with a pump. It has a glass container, and it's just a really good foundation. And I think what I like most about it is that even though it does give a natural look, it does a decent job of covering up any acne scarring or hyperpigmentation that I may have. So yeah, this one is definitely on the list of getting a natural skin-like finish. So the next one that I absolutely love, and I think it's beautiful in the summer as well as fall and winter, this is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. And you know, remember, when you're looking for foundations that are going to give you that natural skin-like finish, anytime it says lightweight, weightless, oil-free, you might want to check those out. But this one is really beautiful. I like to apply this one with a sponge. This foundation does have a pump, and this container is made of glass. Now, we'll tell you about this foundation. Don't get alarmed. You do have to shake it well. If you get it and you haven't used it for a while, you will notice that it separates. So just shake it up and it will be good to go. But this foundation is really, really nice, really pretty. Let me just tell you a few things about this foundation. Of course, it's luminous. It does not have parabens. It does not have formaldehyde. It does not have formaldehyde releasing agents. It does not have coal tar. It doesn't have fragrance. And it does offer a full coverage. And that's another thing that I like. Anytime I run across a lightweight foundation that gives me a skin-like natural appearance and it's full coverage, and for me, I can get that full coverage in one application, but typically that's if I use a brush. And my favorite brush to use, hands down, is my Sephora number 56. However, if you want it extra sheared out, you can use a sponge, and that's pretty much across the board. I would think that for a lighter application, you would use a sponge. So this one is definitely on the list of having that skin-like natural appearance. All right, so this next one on my list is the number 7 Stay Perfect foundation. Now, I will say before I get into this that this foundation does have parabens, so I just wanted to get that out there. So this foundation gives a really natural, flawless appearance, and that is when I apply it with a sponge. This has a matte finish, so if you have, let's say, dry skin, you could prep with a dewy type of primer or make sure you have a really good moisturizer. This foundation is also hypoallergenic. It is very breathable, lightweight, it's transfer proof. It doesn't have any fragrance or any phthalates. So it does have a lot of good ingredients minus the parabens, but again, you know, that's for the people that are trying to get away from that. Now, this foundation does have a pump, and this is a glass bottle. So yeah, definitely try this one out. I think it runs about $15 or $16 in Walgreens. Okay, so this next one is you know, across YouTube, I noticed that it's kind of like 50-50 of whether people will like it or not. But this one is the Wet n Wild foundation, and this is the Photo Focus. This is a really inexpensive foundation. This foundation does not have parabens, which is awesome. It is cruelty-free, and it's really designed for you to have that perfect look when you're in front of the camera, and even in person, you know, it looks really beautiful. Now, when I apply this, I apply one layer, and I use a brush with this one, and it comes out beautiful and natural every time. Now, I have heard some people say that it does smell funny. It smells like chemicals and things like that. That would have to be something that you would have to judge for yourself. It does have a smell, but it does dissipate by the time I finish my makeup. But this foundation, for it to be so inexpensive, it is really, really pretty. And you know, Wet n Wild, they have good products to me, hands down, across the board. plus very affordable. So that is pretty much it. Those are just a few of my foundations that I feel give a natural skin-like appearance. Remember, always have a good skincare routine when trying to achieve a natural skin-like look when you apply your foundations. Also, pick foundations that are lightweight, oil-free, or weightless, things like that. And remember, if at all possible, use one application. And if you have to go back and reapply your foundations, just spot apply it or use a concealer. So that's pretty much it. Let me know some of your foundations that give you that natural skin-like appearance. I would love to hear about it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until my next video, smooches.